These are 20 things that I just want to give back to somebody in their early 20s, or basically back to myself when I was in my early 20s. I'm 28 now, so let's get started. First point is, if it won't bother you within the next 5 months, then don't worry for more than 5 minutes. What I mean with that is, in your early 20s, there are so many different topics and hardships and moments where you feel as if the world is ending. Like literally any business transaction that doesn't come through feels as if you're losing your job. Every breakup feels as if you won't be able to get a partner or a mate afterwards, right? And every friendship that you may end also feels as if you will be by yourself and all alone until the very end. And what I want to say is, if it won't bother you within the next 5 months, really think about, hey, in 5 months' time, is this still going to be a topic? And if the answer is no, then just simply let it be and move on to the next. Because it's going to take away from your headspace, it's going to take away from your focus, and it's going to take away from you being able to do what is necessary. Point number 2 is, alcohol is the enemy. You are better without it. Now, obviously, I go to a lot of festivals. I have a lot of meetings. I like to have a tequila shot every now and then. But until 22, I never drank alcohol. Nothing. Not one sip, not one bit. I never had a drink. Everything that was kind of sweet was either like a Coke Zero or some kind of a mocktail. In your early 20s, you're so surrounded with people who want to go clubbing and partying that it's so easy to get addicted to alcohol and just say, okay, I will have one glass, one drink. And in your early 20s, you're not mature enough to actually realize how much alcohol is good for you, when you can drink and when you shouldn't drink alcohol. And alcohol, to be honest, it limits your potential evidently, right? It's such a potential killer that if you actually get hooked onto alcohol, it will fuck up your entire life. So in your early 20s, avoid alcohol. Down the line, in your late 20s, you can have a sip every now and then, but try to avoid it at all costs. Point number 3 is, take the fucking risk. Back then, when I was still employed, I actually had 2 employers. So I was working full-time for one company and 50% for another company. And in my off time, I was trying to build the agency. Oddly enough, both companies kicked me out in the same month, so that I had to put all of my focus and time and dedication into the agency, and it paid me back tenfold, right? So just take the fucking risk. Anything that you have some kind of a passion for, try to go with it, try to build it, and try to just do something that you are really interested in. So take the fucking risk. You will always be rewarded in the end again. Number 4, your body is your greatest asset. Look, listen, I'm 28 and I've been doing fitness and bodybuilding, working out since I was 14, 15. I went to boxing, I went to the gym, I've been working out ever since. And let me tell you something, once you get fit, you actually stay fit. It's so hard to become fat and unfit that once you get the discipline of becoming fit, it is such a blessing. Oddly enough, today I just finished the Grand Canyon walk, the Bright Angel Trail, and we did it in less than 5 hours. And so fit people get to enjoy life a bit more, get to enjoy health a bit more, and you just look way, way better. You seem more approachable, people like you more, you come across as more elegant, as more adequate as well. And so when you take care of yourself, of your body, of your health, you will also be able to reap the rewards afterwards as well. Number 5, this is more about attracting good people in your life. It doesn't matter if it's on the relationship side, on the business side, on the friendship side. Don't try to chase people, right? Don't try to hold on to relationships or friendships just because you've had them ever since kindergarten, for example. Don't try to hang on to relationships with your parents as well. Try to focus instead on building your own ground, right? Build your own garden, and the butterflies, the right people for your garden, will eventually be attracted by you and come flying, right? So don't try to chase people. Don't try to force relationships with anybody. Be a good living person, and the right people will be attracted by it and also get attached to your lifestyle. This one goes hand in hand with the previous one, which I said, avoid alcohol at all costs. Don't buy bottles in the club, invest in experiences, right? Don't go clubbing, don't go partying, don't get hooked on this really non-rewarding lifestyle activities. Instead, if you want to, spend money, if you want to do something, invest in experiences. Don't go to the club where you will be spending $1,000 for one night. Go to Thailand, right? Go backpacking somewhere in Asia. Go travel, I don't know, Arizona in the States. Go to Africa, go to Europe. Do something else and invest in experiences. It will give you so much more knowledge and expertise and insights, and you will meet so many more interesting people than you will ever do in any nightclub. Number 7 is, when you win in your 20s, double down and don't rest. If you see that you have something that might be a success down the line, double down and invest in it. Don't say, hey, okay, I've made my 5K a month now, I will chill, I will just rest, I will be easy. Double down and get to 10K, get to 20K, get 40K a month, right? Really try and build something in your 20s and reap the rewards in your 30s. Because Once you have something solid at the end of your 20s, you can actually try to enjoy life in your 30s. Number 8 is super simple. Try to find out early on if you're made for a 9-to-5 life or the entrepreneurial life. And listen, both are fine. The 9-to-5 life gets a lot of hate by the entrepreneurial side and vice versa. Honestly speaking, if you have a nice job, a nice company, and you have the opportunity to actually work yourself up in a good rewarding company, do so. It's a 9-to-5, but you will still be paid well. You'll still be having amazing opportunities. You have a good brand, you have a good CV, you have the security. And at the same time, if you have this drive, if you have this passion for the entrepreneurial side, for you wanting to build something, then go and do it, right? But figure that out early on. Try something and take the fucking risk. Number 9, appearance matters more than you think it does. So many people, especially entrepreneurs, they say, just stay at home, stay locked in your little room, just work, don't shower, don't get a haircut, nothing. But honestly speaking, being mindful of my appearance, getting a nice haircut, investing in good clothing, taking care of my teeth, my skin, got me into so many great conversations, and being able to also show up at events and be approached by other people, that it just helped me tenfold in my business afterwards. So appearances matter more than people actually think, and you should definitely invest in that. Number 10, halfway through, always be ready because opportunities will appear. I mean, there have been so many times where I thought, this event is not gonna do anything for me. I won't meet anybody, I won't have any business opportunity. Why should I show up? Why should I do this? And at the end of the day, I actually got some kind of a connection. I got some kind of a warm intro to somebody else. Even posting on social media, right? Always be ready, always post, always show up, always be in a position to actually introduce yourself and talk about yourself, talk about your business, because opportunities are everywhere and you just need to go and grab them. Number 11, I know this is a bit hypocritical, but buy the watch, buy the car, invest in an apartment. It is totally worth it. Listen, we only live once. You will only be 25 once. If you have the opportunity to get a Lamborghini at 25, buy some kind of a Rollie, live in a condo, and you have the money, and you don't invest stupid, right? If you have 50K, don't spend 50K. Spend 30K or 35K, right? But go and invest in it, enjoy it, because you won't look cool if you're 70 driving a Ferrari, but you will look cool if you're 30 or 25 and you're driving that, So enjoy it. Number 12, hard times make you better. Learn to love them. There's this saying that I found in a book where it says that every kind of business, every personal life goes through all of the seasons, right? You go through spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And basically, you should act like a squirrel, saying in the summertime, meaning money comes in, business is flowing, you're having a good time, everything is grande. That's the time where you shouldn't be spending, you should be saving. You should be saving for when winter comes, right? Because winter is going to be the hard time. It's going to be cold. Everything's going to be tough. You won't have any clients. People are leaving you. Your girlfriend broke up with you. This life sucks. But you need to love those times. And you can only love those times if you appreciate all of the seasons, okay? But love them if you are able to act like a squirrel and save in the summertime, you will have a good time in the hardship. Number 13, on the other side of the coin though, good times make you soft, so remain vigilant. And what I want to say with that is, it is so easy to go spend money when money comes in, right? If everything is flowing, everything is going great, it's so easy to just say, fuck it, I'll skip the gym. I'll go party, I'll go to this festival, I'll go and enjoy life. It's so easy to say, you know what? I don't have to work today. I don't have to reply to mails. Everything is taken care of. Remain vigilant, remain disciplined, and still do your job. Number 14, tell your story, because you are more interesting than you actually think. Only you can tell your own story, and we have all been influenced and inspired by thousands, if not tens of thousands of people on Instagram, TikTok, social media, and you just need to go out there and tell your story. And it doesn't matter if it gets views, it doesn't matter, if you get brand deals from it. All that matters is that you share your story, you're able to document it, and you're able to inspire other people. Let alone if it be 5 people or 5 million. Go and tell your story. Number 15, be a creator and not a consumer. We all end up doom scrolling to some sort, but don't end up being a consumer. If you want to create, you don't need to consume. Just think what you want to see on social media and create that kind of content and post it directly. Number 16 is don't react to everything, protect your peace. It's so easy, especially in your early 20s, to react to everything because you don't know what is right and what is wrong. If somebody is flipping you off, just keep cool, stay in your lane, stay disciplined, know exactly where you're going to, what you're working for, and keep cool. On the other side of the coin though, if others come and compliment, don't get such a high. Don't think you're the big boss, right? Stay in your lane, stay disciplined, and don't react to everything. Number 17, lead with positivity. Man, just go out there and enjoy it, right? Don't think that you're surviving, that you need to go into war. Just enjoy life and be positive. There are so many other people who are arrogant, who think they're too cool, think, once they made $1 million, they're the shit, and they seem to just be, that kind of a jerk. And it gets glorified on social media. In my opinion, I've always been better off. I've always made more money. I've always made more connections and met new people by just simply being positive, simply being happy, simply enjoying life. Even if business is tough, even if, working with other agencies and people and clients, it's tough. You get people on the other side of the table who really don't like you, who really just, they just hate everything about you. Still, be positive, lead with positivity, and you may or may not also influence others to be a bit more happy themselves. Number 18, let things go. If you have some kind of a friend in your business and you just know it doesn't work out, kick that person out, just let it go. Don't have any hard feelings. Same with people that are in relationships with you, right? Your girlfriend, your boyfriend. If you see it doesn't work out, you're just suffering and they're suffering. Let it go. Just break up and move on. Don't get attached to any idea. Don't get attached to any person in particular that doesn't serve you or your mission or your life. Let things go that don't give you any value. Number 19, set standards. Now, when I speak of standards, I'm speaking more of boundaries, right? You need to know exactly what you will accept in your life and what you won't accept in your life. And the earlier you figure that out in your 20s, the better of relationships and connections you will have afterwards, because you know exactly what you want in your life, what kind of person you want to have around you, what kind of people you want to have around in your life, and also what kind of people you want to work with as well. So define your standards, set them, and also live by them. And last but not least, define your North Star. Now, for those who don't know what a North Star is, a North Star is basically your future self. Define who you want to be in the future. How much money will you make? Where will you be living? What kind of car? How will your partner look like? How will your partner act? Will you have kids? Will you have a dog? What will you do in the future? Define it, and then try to work yourself back from there and figure out which steps you need to take to be that person within the next 5 years. That's it. Sun is also gone. We've made it before the sun has set. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Let me know if I missed anything or if you would add anything to that list as well. See you in the next one.